Alright guys, we have battle number 15 against Woopdang. You can see his team there on the screen. He has three Pokemon that could Mega Evolve, Aggron, Scizor, and Gardevoir. So I'm not really entirely sure which one he is going to Mega Evolve, but I am pretty sure that he's going to lead with Deoxys Speed Form because that's pretty much what Deoxys Speed Form is for. So as usual, I'm going to start with Aegislash. And as things typically go, they keep in their Deoxys, and I use Shadow Ball, and they have Focus Sash, so I kind of wish I had kept that Shadow Sneak. And I should just pursued it there, but I didn't. I went for the King Shield, and that was pretty dumb. But whatever. So I guess I thought maybe he would like Shadow Ball or something in return. So against Thundurus, I decided to bring Clefable, take a little damage from the Stealth Rock, and then a lot of damage actually from the Volt Switch. And he brings in Deoxys again, so clean turn. I think I go for Protect here just to get some leftovers gain and see what Deoxys wants to do. It goes for good old Psycho Boost, signature attack, and I don't remember if I switch again or not. I don't switch. He does get up one turn of spikes. I use Wish, I guess thinking I can survive a Psycho Boost. I probably can. I think this Clefable is trained in special defense. But at that point I just finish it off with Moonblast, and I really do need to bring in Latios at some point to defog, but I don't really want to do that against a bug type like Scizor. Maybe in retrospect I should have, but I figure Heatran is a pretty safe switch despite all the Stealth Rock and Spikes damage. It uses Bullet Punch. I don't know why it decides to stay in, and I use, oh, it didn't stay in. I just switched in, right. So I use Fire Blast, and I don't know why he brings in an Articuno against Heatran, but it misses. Not that it matters, because Articuno stays in against Heatran. So I really don't know what he was thinking there. Maybe he just didn't want to bring in any of his other Pokemon. He brings in Gardevoir, which traces my Flash Fire, and I apparently don't notice that, because I go for another Fire Blast, and he switches. That actually worked out well. I don't know, I don't understand that at all. But anyway, that actually worked out really well, because I took out his Thundurus. But I still don't realize it, and I stay in, which again is dumb, because I know I'm Choice. I don't remember if I'm Choice Banded or Choice Scarfed or Choice Spect, rather. So at this point, I finally wise up and realize what's going on. And I switch in Aegislash then against Gardevoir. And Gardevoir uses Psyshock, which doesn't do too much to Aegislash. And what am I doing here? Probably just Shadow Ball, thinking that nothing of his wants to take the Shadow Ball. And I'm right, does quite a bit of damage to Scizor. And at this point I'm going to King Shield, because I figure Scizor is going to use a contact move, and it does, so that's pretty nice. I'll get the attack drop there, and after that I should be able to survive, even a knockoff. Yep. 42% is still a lot of damage, and I lose my leftovers, but I do finish off Scizor, so that's pretty nice. And at this point it's 62. It's 6-2 rather. So I'm feeling pretty good. He has Aggron there. I switch out actually. Bring Latios. I think I want to, I want to use the defog is what I'm trying to do here, which is not actually a good move because he head smashes after his speed boost. Aggron can have Rock Head, it gets stabbed, so that's actually a really good strategy. A really kind of one-trick pony strategy, but really strong. I use Protect for a little bit of leftovers gain there. Trying to survive this head smash. I should have brought an Aegislash for the King Shield, because then I could have gotten the attack drop on Aggron, but I didn't. I was thinking Vaporeon, and I do survive, so that's good. Scald is the one-hit knockout, because Aggron has very low special defense, so it worked out pretty well. And then he brings in Gardevoir. So Gardevoir is his Pokemon that has a Mega Stone. It becomes Mega Gardevoir, so it's pretty fast, pretty strong, has a great ability, does a lot of damage with Hyper Voice. I bring in Clefable, and I never got the chance to get rid of those Spikes or Stealth Rock, which is really unfortunate. Because of the damage they do to Clefable on the turn switching in, it can't survive a Hyper Voice, which otherwise I'm pretty sure it would have. Neither can Aegislash. I use King Shield. Not really sure why, it doesn't really matter, but I do. And I just delay the inevitable because Aegislash goes down at will, and at this point I'm getting a little bit scared. So I bring in Heatran, and I guess I'm thinking that a Fire Blast plus an Extreme Speed can knock it out. But Gardevoir is faster, so I feel like Heatran is Choice Scarfed, but maybe it's Choice Spect, or maybe even after the Choice Scarf, Gardevoir is faster. And at this point, you can see how well this Gardevoir is doing. I Extreme Speed, but I didn't get a crit, it wasn't quite enough. And if I had just not had those entry hazards, I could have survived that Hyper Voice thanks to Multiscale. But not the way things worked out. He outplayed me there, not much more to say than that. And that was the game. So Gardevoir really did a lot of work there, came back from, what was it, like a 2-6 lead. But yep. Good on him and good on Gardevoir, because Gardevoir definitely won that battle. So anyway, another loss, so that's two in a row, but let's see if I can do a little better on the next one.